What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about one of the blessings that the military has gave me ever since I voluntarily gone out the military, and I'm extremely grateful because the military definitely, in my opinion, saved my life. I don't know where I would be without the military. Honestly, I probably would either been dead, been in jail, or just rock bottom. Honestly, but the reason why I'm very grateful that I've joined the military and the benefits it gave me is because one, I'm set for life when it comes to financially. I'm set for life, meaning every day, every month of my life, I'm getting a guaranteed paycheck. I don't have to work. I don't have to do shit. Every month I get a guaranteed paycheck. So if shit gets bad to where, let's say, like I get evicted, I lose my car. I want to say that I always have my car, but if I were to get evicted from my apartment, if I was homeless, if I lose all my belongings, no matter what happens, I could always rely that I will get paid every month to where it's able to sustain me to where I can even travel and eat, have food pretty much to just survive. Not a lot, but enough to survive. $2,000 every fucking month. So that's why I'm grateful I joined the military. So I'm very grateful for that. So I could save that money. I can invest on that. That's my emergency money, honestly. So I don't have to work. I don't have to take shit from working a job, from dealing with toxic people, or just dealing with a fucking boss and shit like that. So that's what I'm grateful for. So also, what I'm grateful what the military gave me is free schooling. So it's a long story short, but basically, I could go to school while getting paid to go to school. Depending on where I live at, I might get paid more depending which state I live in. But it's all at a rate to where it's definitely over $1,000 a month whenever I do go to school and stuff like that. Whenever I decide to go to school, it's guaranteed 3 years or more of free schooling. So that's what I'm grateful for. So I could pursue any degree. I could decide to go to any type of trade, and knowing that I can get into there, knowing that the VA will pay for me to go to that school, and I'm very grateful for that, and I don't have to pay a dime just to even go to school. So I don't have to pay anything just to apply for school, just to buy supplies for the school. I don't have to do all that is for free. I just got to pick what major I want, what trade I want. I could do both, honestly. And all that. But while I'm going to school, I'm getting paid for that. So I'm grateful for the military because of that. I'm also grateful for the military because I have free. I think it is free. I'm not sure how it works too much, but I definitely have a lot of healthcare. So healthcare meaning that I have free mental health services. So when shit hits the fan, if I'm just going through it emotionally, I can rely that because I've been in the military, because of my high VA disability rating, I could rely on mental health services to help me get through life. So just so I can have someone to talk to, whenever I'm going through anything in life. So I'm grateful for that. I hope my phone doesn't die. My charger's been acting up. Hang on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if this could work. Okay. Yeah, hopefully my phone will charge. But yeah, so this I'm grateful for. So guaranteed income every month, free schooling. I get paid to go to school, and mental health services that I'm grateful for. So I'm very blessed because of that. Um, and even I don't have to pay as much when it comes to medical issues. So if I already get hurt, if I already get really sick, or if I have like a cut or like a wound, I definitely don't have to pay as much for that. So that's honestly awesome as well. Yeah, and it just looks better on the job market. Like, people love hiring veterans. It looks good on the background. So if I decide to work, I have a good chance of going into that, knowing that I'm a veteran and stuff like that. Also, there's just so much benefits to it, man. They have so much services being in the military because if I were, even if I were to go homeless and stuff like that, um they have what's it called? They have benefits and support systems for homeless vets, for homeless veterans. So they offer like services to help veterans get out of being homeless. So that's one of the great things as well. And you could also increase your VA disability rating. If you don't know what a VA disability rating is, basically compensation pay based on how much medical documents you've issued out while you're in the military. So you could actually increase it as well um, by sending different websites, different programs, your medical documents, and they can reevaluate it and they can give you a higher rating. And because you have a higher rating, because they reevaluated or you have more evidence, um, your monthly pay is going to increase pretty much, which I'm very grateful for. So I'm very grateful. At times, I am pissed off. I do feel kind of jaded on the things I've been through with my family, just life in general, man. Just life has been really fucking unfair, in the beginning stages of my life. But knowing that I made the decision to put in the work, to put my head down, to sacrifice, to be in the military, and to voluntarily get out of the military, and now I'm blessed with benefits to where I can really support myself without relying on anyone. Now I have a roof over my head. I have a car. I have education. I could go to work, or I'm qualified to even work. I'm qualified to get free schooling. I'm getting guaranteed income. It definitely is life changing. It is a blessing, and I've only done one contract, 4 years, one contract. That's it, and I could always decide to re-enlist if I want to. So um, yeah. So whenever I do think about the bullshit I've experienced within my family household and shit like that, and on just all the bullshit they put me through, just the unfairness of life, and just dealing with a lot of narcissistic people, a lot of evil ass people. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like God and the universe, they've done a lot of bullshit into my life. They've done me extremely wrong. I've been through a lot of bullshit. I've been through a lot of fucked up situations, but knowing that the military basically has my back. Being a veteran, having benefits, that shit has my back. That is my fucking blessing. So I feel like that is kind of in a way God's compensation in a way. Well, I don't like saying God because I feel like God is, because I am very angry at God and the universe for them allowing a lot of bullshit into my life. So because I've made a decision to do in the military, I put in the work. I put in the work to even get my benefits. That's the thing too. The benefits is it's not guaranteed. You gotta actually do your research and figure out how to even get those benefits, how to even get paid in a lot, get paid enough, get it out of the military. Because being in the military, they don't teach you anything about this. So when it comes to money, when it comes to benefits, this system, this society will do whatever it takes for people to not know about this information, no matter what, because we all know society is a scam and it's against the people, it's not for the people. So of course, being in the military, they're not going to teach you how to have benefits, how to maximize your payments, your education, and your benefits after you get out. They don't teach anyone this, anyone, and even they do teach, it's like 2% out of 100. So I did my own research. I put in the work. I've wanted answers, and I've talked to people and stuff like that, and I was able to maximize the most benefits I could get out of getting out the military just by one contract alone. So but not only that, but you have to get out of. You cannot be in trouble. You cannot do things that's against the law. You can't really get yourself into trouble, like serious trouble, to where you're in trouble with the law. You've harmed someone, you killed someone, you get into like just any type of incident to where it's going to prevent you from getting benefits. Because if you actually did do something very extremely horrible, you're not going to get as much benefits when you get out the military. So I'm grateful that I've stayed out of trouble. I've remained focused. I remained disciplined. I focused on my own direction in life, and I focused on myself. And now I've done the work. I put in the work. I've done the research to maximize the most benefits I could get out of it. It's not a guarantee you're going to get a house. It's not a guarantee you're going to get a car. It's not a guarantee you're going to find a job. It's not a guarantee you're going to get guaranteed income every month once you get out the military. You have to do your research. You have to put in the work. Me, I've put in the work. I've I've done my research. It's the saying like there's a saying, the military like it'll give you a plan on what to do, but it's up to you to take action and how to capitalize off of that plan to take advantage of the opportunity, and that's why I did. So, and one of the main motivations and factors on why I took that action is because of my background, because of all the bullshit I've went through, all the family abuse, all the family mistreatment, just dealing with selfish ass people, just life in general. Like I don't like how life is. I don't like how evil and corrupted life is. I don't like how dysfunctional, narcissistic my family is. I don't like the types of people I've dealt with and stuff like that. And I have no forgiveness. I have a lot of anger on what God and universe put me through when it comes to them just making me go through a lot of bullshit, you know? For God, the universe isolating me, not making me being around like-minded people, putting me in environments and areas to where it's not in my favor, but because so I used all that as motivation for me to get out of that situation. So, and as I was saying all this, I saw 11:11. So I don't know if that's a sign or not, but that's all I gotta say. Have a good one. Peace.